Hey, welcome to another episode of On This Day. Today's date, January 3rd. January 3rd, 2020 is a Friday, and next year it'll be a Sunday, so don't worry about watching the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, January 3rd, 2021. It's the playoff season, and they never make the playoffs, so they're probably out golfing and filling out resumes. January 3rd is the Festival of Sleep. That's one of those little fun holidays we have on our calendar here in the United States. How do you celebrate this day? You get into your PJs, you grab a pillow, you take a nap. It's how you celebrate the Festival of Sleep. Did you know the irrational fear of sleep is known as somnophobia? Kind of weird, huh? Love those. So before you take a nap, let's take a look at what happened on January 3rd. 1777, during the American Revolution, General George Washington defeats British General Lord Cornwallis's army at the Battle of Princeton. On the day of January 2nd, 1777, Washington beat a British advance at the Battle of Assunpink Creek. That night, he evacuated his position and circled around Cornwallis's army and went on the attack at the British garrison at Princeton. The British were getting ready to go at it again in the morning at Assunpink Creek in Trenton. They had no idea that Washington took most of his troops up north, about 10 miles, and attacked Princeton. This, of course, caused Cornwallis to scream, "You sneaky bastards," when he got to the battlefield in Trenton the next morning. 1833, the United Kingdom claimed sovereignty over the Falkland Islands. This is another one of those patches of land the United Kingdom laid claim to and still holds to this day. The Falkland Islands are off the coast of Argentina, and as you can imagine, this pissed off Argentina. After quietly fuming about this for about 150 years, they decided to take back the islands. It didn't go well. The Argentinian military learned that the British commandos don't F around when they show up. The Falkland Islands are still British. 1925, Benito Mussolini announces he is taking dictatorial power over Italy. He later goes on to achieving puppet status with Hitler and eventually is killed by Italian citizens while attempting to flee Italy with his girlfriend. And it gets weird after that. They wait a couple of days and drive him to a town and dump the bodies. The locals hang the bodies up in the town square, and a couple days after that, they bury them. Then some dudes dig him up and hide the body while a major manhunt goes on. A manhunt for a dead person. They eventually find Benito Weekend at Bernie's Mussolini and bury him in a tomb. 1956, a fire damages the top of the Eiffel Tower. Luckily, no one was injured. No one died either. No one had to jump off the Eiffel Tower to escape the flames. So it was a win as far as fire damage goes. 1959, Alaska is admitted as the 49th state. That's not too long ago. Just seems like, we've all been a country, 50 states for like hundreds and hundreds of years. But no, less than 100 years ago, Alaska was just a territory. It was said by a politician or some official when they made it a state that it'll take a generation for people to discover Alaska after it became the state. He was right. Most people have never viewed it as a place that they would actually move to and live until like the last decade or so. They've had some people there, but not a real big influx of people. It's a very, very vacant state. It's huge too. 1977, Apple Computers is incorporated. 1990, the United States invasion of Panama. Manuel Noriega, former leader of Panama, surrenders to American forces. This dude was an idiot. I was in Panama while this guy was in power. He was a fool. Oh my God. Should have got rid of him long before they did. 2000, the final Peanuts comic strip is published. The creator of the beloved Charlie Brown cartoon, Charles M. Schulz, dies 39 days later. 2009. The first block of the blockchain of the payment system, Bitcoin, called the Genesis block, was established by its creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, on January 3rd. If you know nothing about blockchain, I promise you it will become a normal part of your vocabulary within the next 10 years or so, similar to words like texting, CDs, and push-up bras have in the past. Born on this day, 1946, John Paul Jones, English bass player, songwriter, and producer. Any noise you hear on a Led Zeppelin song that isn't drums, lyric, or guitar, it's John Paul Jones. Flute, recorder, mandolin, piano, organ, anything else in between, it's going to be John Paul Jones. 1981, Eli Manning is born. He's an American football player. He played his entire career for the New York Giants. That's so rare these days. He's probably going to retire this year. But anyway, he's the son of Archie Manning and brother of Peyton Manning. 2003, Greta Thunberg is born on January 3rd. She's a Swedish environmental activist who went viral for her inspirational speeches, campaigning, and being a thorn in the side of all climate change deniers. 1967, Jack Ruby dies in prison. Jack Ruby was a Dallas nightclub owner, and he fatally shot Lee Harvey Oswald, who was John F. Kennedy's assassin. He also killed a police officer that day. But anyway, while they were ushering him out to a police car, Jack Ruby got into the parking area with a gun and blasted him one in the belly, I guess. 1979, Conrad Hilton, American businessman, founder of the Hilton Hotel and Resorts, and grandfather of trust fund baby turned amateur porn star Paris Hilton, dies at age 91. 1992, Judith Anderson, British actress, dies at the age of 94. She was best known for her performance in Macbeth, Hamlet, and she appeared on Star Trek 3. Alright, so that's January 3rd. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget all those things. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.